Hi, welcome to the full stack development with Angular 8 and Spring Boot. In this video, we're going to create a service class and we're going to make an HTTP call to the REST endpoint, which is /books, and we're going to retrieve the list of books and display it in the HTML table. So let's begin. Let's go to the Visual Studio Code. I will make use of the Angular CLI to create a service. G for generate, S for service. I'm going to keep all the services in a dedicated folder. I'm going to call this services / and the service name, which is book. And I don't want the spec files to be generated for this service. I'll set the spec to be false, -- spec. I'll set this to false. Hit enter. This will create a service class for us. As you can see, it creates a book.service.ts file and it also creates a dedicated folder which is services. So if you take a look at the project structure, inside the app folder, we have a services folder. So our next step is to make an HTTP call. So Angular provides a module which is HTTP client module to make the HTTP calls. So import the HTTP client module to our root module. In our case, the root module is app.module.ts. Let's open the file. Let's import the HTTP client module. Let's make a copy of this import statement. And HTTP client module is from the HTTP package. Let's import the HTTP client module. And also we need to add the HTTP client module to the imports array, just like how they have imported the browser module. And the third step is to add the book service to the providers array. So let's add the book service and let's import the book service. Let's save the app.module.ts. So let's go to the book.service.ts. And our next step is to inject the HTTP client to the book service. So before that, let's import the HTTP client. Let's take a copy of this import statement. And the HTTP client is from the HTTP package. Let's import the HTTP client. So now let's inject the HTTP client to the book service. So within our constructor, create a private field. Private. I'm going to call this HTTP client, which is of type HTTP client. So now we have injected the HTTP client. So we can make an HTTP calls using the HTTP client. So let's create a private field. I'm going to call this base URL. Let's specify the web service URL. Let's go to the browser and grab the URL. Let's go to the Visual Studio Code. Within the double quotes, specify the URL. So now we have the base URL. So let's create a method to make the HTTP call. I'm going to call this getBooks because this will return a books. Return. Let's make use of this HTTP client, this dot HTTP client. We issue a get request. So if you take a look at the return type of this get method, this get method will return an observable of array buffer. But we don't interest in the array buffer. We have interested in the book array. So let's specify the return type. Observable. We have imported the observable from the RxJS library, and this will return an observable of book array. Let's import the book. So now this getBooks will return an observable of book array. So let's issue a get request, and to this get method we are going to pass the web service URL. So in our case it's a base URL, this .base URL. So when we issue a get request, this will return a response. So if you take a look at the response, so this is the response we will get, and we are interested in the book array. So this book array is wrapped inside the underscore embedded. So somehow we need to extract this book array from this underscore embedded. So in order to do that, we are going to map the entire response to an interface. So let's go to the Visual Studio Code and create an interface to map the response. Interface, I'm going to call this get response books. You can give any name you want. So inside this we need to extract the book array, and the book array is wrapped inside the underscore embedded. So let's create a property underscore embedded, and within that I'm going to create an array which is a book array. So now we got the interface. So let's add this interface to the get method. So within the angle brackets, let's specify the get response books. So when we issue a get request, we will get the response, and that response we will map it to the get response books. So now we need to convert this to a book array. So to do that, we are going to call a pipe method. So within the pipe method, to convert the get response books to a book array, we will make use of the map operator, which is provided by RxJS. So let's import the map operator. Let's take a copy of this import statement, and the map operator, which is from the RxJS/operators package. So now let's make use of this map operator within the pipe method. Map, basically this map takes the response as a parameter, and that parameter is a callback function. So we will make use of the arrow function to tackle that. So I'm going to call this as a response. So let's specify the arrow function response. So if we take a look at the response, and we have a book array within the underscore embedded. So now we need to extract the book array, and this response is mapped to the interface. So within our arrow function, let's extract the books from underscore embedded dot books. So this will gives us the list of books. So let's recap one more time. We are creating a get books method, and that will return an observable of book array, and we will make use of HTTP client to issue a get request. So when we issue a get request, we will get the response, and we are mapping it to the get response books, which we have created in the down, and we will make use of map operator to extract the books, which is wrapped inside the underscore embedded. That's all about this method is does. Okay, so now we have a service method which will return the list of books. So in the next video, we are going to talk about this observable design pattern. So that is coming up in the next video. I will see you in the next video.